Alright, good morning everyone. It is Friday. We are coming down to the end of the week. And for those who don't know, Monday is a holiday, is Labor Day weekend, so the stock market will be closed Monday, so there will be no stream on Monday. Just in case, any of you guys didn't know that, so I don't want anyone messaging me saying, "Hey Nick, no stream today, what the heck?" The market will be closed on Monday. So just wanted to give everyone a heads up. But today, we'll be doing the giveaway. We'll be giving away a free T-shirt. So we'll do a free T-shirt giveaway. I thought about it, and I will do a stock question this time. Was gonna do two giveaways today. I was feeling pretty generous. Having a pretty good month of August, but Alex said he'll do one of the giveaways. So I don't want to do three giveaways. A little extreme. So we'll be doing one giveaway on this stream and one on Alex's stream. So if you guys want, after my giveaway, you can head over to the options channel and participate in the other giveaway on Alex's live stream. So I just want to clear that up for everyone. And let's dive into the morning watch. That's not much on watch. Only watching one stock at the moment, and that's perfectly fine. Less is more. So nothing wrong with watching one play. So let's dive into it. So AKTX, what do we have here? Do have a former runner on AKTX. This has gone on some nice trips back in the past. You can see back in March here went on a crazy rip here from $2 all the way to highs of 920. So it is a former runner. But you can see the volume on this day. It did 81 million shares. It is a higher in float stock, not higher in float, but 8 million, not a micro float, but it's still a relatively low float stock. So you guys can see, it is a former runner. It has gone on some rips in the past, but you can see it at times, it has gone on, some quick rippers and give back its gains. You can see, here, gave back its gains. You can see the highs here, and it closed below the opens. You can see the high right there is 504. The open was 456. You can see went on a 40-cent rip, and then it gave back all of its gains. Went on a recent run as well, last month, or was this? No, this was this month. So it did go on a rip, a few weeks ago. So 814 here. It did go on a recent run. So we may have some overhead supply. 34 million shares traded that day. So there definitely will be some overhead resistance here in the upper $2 region and the lower $3 region. So that's the history of the daily chart on AKTX. They do have warrants at 285 and 3, if I'm correct. If I'm wrong on that, someone please correct me. But there are, from what I saw, warrants at $3 and 285. So it's definitely possible you could see this stock get pushed on up by some big institutions, some bigger hands to exercise those warrants above. So it's definitely a possibility. We'll definitely keep it on watch, and it could be a very nice short too. If this ever gets to like $3. Maybe like 310, 320. It could definitely be a nice short. We could see some, those warrants being exercised around 3, and we'll have some overhead resistance too on this recent spike. So definitely could be a good short. But right now, I wouldn't. You look at the short; it's only up 12%, so there's not much meat there. I would definitely wait for more of a push on up before we start to think about a short. The last thing you want to do is start shorting in early. You don't want to be an early short. You want to be a sniper and wait for the best areas to short. So as far as a long, we could definitely look for a possible long. So far the volume in pre-market is decent, and we're gonna have some support back here at 210. Below that, we'll have $2 support. Below $2, not looking too great for a for the long. So we do want to see $2 support hold. If we do start to pull on back a bit here. And, as far as the long, we really got to see how the volume looks at the market open. I really want to see how the volume looks. Want to be paying close attention to the tape. I say this every day. Price action and volume needs to confirm for a, possible long. So we're just going to play it by ear and you see what happens at market opens. I probably won't be getting into anything right at the bell. I want to see some chart develop. I want to watch the tape, watch the volume, and then we'll go from there. So that's kind of the deal with AKTX this morning. So if you guys have any tickers you want me to check out, I'll check it out for you guys. And I wouldn't mind watching another name or two if you guys have any. But it is a Friday, before a holiday weekend, so usually, volume, is a lot more dry on a day like this. So we do got to be very cautious. I have taken some big losses, trading on a day like this before a holiday weekend on the long side. Stocks tend to fade more on days like this because just think about it. A lot of traders are just taking off. They're taking vacation. For the weekend. People are probably flying out to see family. So there's definitely going to be a lot less traders, in the market today. So there's a good chance, I may not take any trades today, unless AKTX sets up really nicely. But I definitely want to be more on the cautious side today. SCAC, let's check this out. Very light volume, 27,000 shares traded. Is the top gapper right now, though. Does have a higher institutional ownership. Floats a little bit on the higher side. So we can check this one out. If it's the scanners, we can see if any volume starts to move in towards it, and then we can go from there. No, this is Nick. No, Alex is on the other stream. I'm Nick. Alex is the options channel. So if you click on our YouTube channel and you go to channels, you'll see options trading, and that will be Alex's stream. Yeah, Victor, I was watching this one, more of a back burner play, SFUN. I did see this one. 11 million in float, not bad. High institutional ownership as well. This one's starting to curl up on the daily chart too. If this could ever get over that 50-day moving average, does have a lot of room to climb on up. So this is one I'm definitely keeping on watch. Watching it above that 50-day. I used to take some swing setups like this. Definitely not a bad looking chart right there too in the daily. ANF, definitely check that out. ANF, pretty big gap down here. Let me just confirm that. Okay, sometimes I get confused. Trade just throws me off sometimes like this. It says like 15% gap down, thinking it's a gap down right now. So, but it's not. Had a gap down yesterday. Now today, a small little bounce. Let me see. So yeah, this could definitely have like a dead cat bounce on ANF. Had a big gap down yesterday, so if the right volume moves on in, it could get over yesterday's resistance level, get over that $15 mark. Could definitely start to reverse back on up on Abercrombie. At the same time, if volume looks weak and it comes up to that resistance line, you could definitely have a second red day. So you really gotta pay attention to the volume and how it reacts around that $15 line and yesterday's resistance lines. So AKTX bouncing off that 210 line. We map out our lines here. And then we're going to have 230 resistance pre-market highs. Matt's, yeah, I'm not watching it, but could definitely go either way on A and F. I do believe short sale restriction would be on. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, so SSR will be on A and F. So it really depends on how the volume's looking for a short or a long. I'd probably wait for the reclaim of yesterday's resistance lines. Starts to hold those lines well, you could look for a long. If it starts to reject and starts to soak at those resistance lines, it could definitely be a short until yesterday's resistance. So you just have to react to how the price action looks at those key lines. So it's all about the lines. You'll map out your lines and see how the stock reacts around those lines. Yeah, I did see Roku. It's getting really overextended. Wow, so this thing is over the it's over the 150 mark. All-time highs on Roku. So yeah, I mean shorts are just getting blown out. Trying to top tick this thing every day. You can see a lot of green days in a row. So Roku. I mean this is a little outside of my niche setup. If I were to look for a trade on this, I'd probably look for some sort of options call or put on it. As far as the day trade on this, it's a little outside my niche, my strategy. But definitely, if this is something you guys like, this is definitely going to have probably a lot of range, a lot of volatility. Motions will be high on Roku today, over 150 now. But definitely not a bad play. If we could honestly keep it on watch on the bottom level too for Roku. See what it does today. But eventually, this is kind of like, a BYND scenario a little different, but starting to get really extended now on Roku. Shorts start to keep getting blown out. I'm sure the short float is much higher than 10%, and eventually this will be a nice short. When that time comes on Roku. I hope this thing squeezes to 200. Be really nice. On the options on it. Yeah, we'll keep it on watch though. There's nothing really else going on with penny stocks at the moment. Really just AKTX at the moment. Alright, so we got about 6 minutes. Things are really slow, and AKTX starts to crack below 2 and just dead. Probably wrap up the stream a little bit earlier and do the giveaway. Victor, yeah, looking at blue chips. Yeah, it's probably, if you guys do trade, blue chips or mid caps, definitely probably a better day to look at, something like that. Penny stocks are pretty dead today, but I like sticking towards penny stocks, unless it gets really slow. Unless I'm not taking trades at all, and need to make some money. Then I'll look at some mid caps or large caps, but I try not to deviate from my strategy, because this is where I make my money. This is where I excel at. I'm not as good as a trader trading blue chips or mid caps. But if you are, that's great. It's great to be diverse. If you're good at doing both, kudos to you. That's great. But definitely for a beginner trader, a newer trader, it's definitely best to just focus on one market. It gets confusing, looking at blue chips one day, penny stocks one day. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just gonna grab a quick drink of water. I'll be back. All right. So if anyone's new to the stream today, do have a Discord chat. The link's right there. The Nightbot posted it. So definitely go check out our free Discord room. Totally 100% free. We have over 1,000 traders in there. So definitely go check out our Discord chat if you guys are new to the stream today. Well, we got about 2 minutes. We'll see how AKTX plays on out. Remember, they do have those warrants at $2.85, $3, so we could see, them try to push it up, try to exercise those warrants. At the same time, we got to remember that it is a Friday, before a holiday weekend, so volume can be very dry today, and we do got to be on the cautious side. So big volume rev there on AKTX. So you got about 45 seconds. Yep, I do breathe. Just explained it for you. And you could Google it too. You'll learn about it as well. All right, so let's do this. You got 30 seconds. Market is about to open. You got Roku in the bottom, level 2 there, and we got AKTX in the top, level 2. AKTX right at that pre-market high at 230. So you having some trouble at the 230 level. Some big sellers there around that 230 mark. Definitely see a little bit of a pullback. Supports all the way back at 210. So buying up here, buying a little bit of the high side, from the support line. See a big upper shadow there at 230. And we'll see if this 220 mark can hold on AKTX. Do have our EMA lines there at 220. Roku, bit of a washout at the open, back at 150. Wow, AKTX, huge volume push over 230. So big volume push there over 230 on AKTX. I'm not in right now. No positions for me. Only a minute into the market open. I don't like trading right at the gates. Sometimes I will, but most of the time I usually, wait for these plays to develop first. But AKTX, really nice push out of the open here. 240s now. BNGO looks like, it's hitting the scanners here. Looks like the low volume pump of the morning. Check it out how it looks. Roku, bouncing off that 150 line. Anyone playing that on Roku? 150 bounce. But let's check out BNGO. But definitely keep Roku on the back burner, see what it does. Yeah, you can see BNGO. Look at that, 20-cent spreads. Looks like this is the pump of the morning. You've been seeing this the past few days. A lot of pumps going on. Chat pumps. You can see 250s now, 260s. So this will probably get halted on BNGO. Over $3, probably will. So nice bounce there, Roku, off that 150 mark. Over 151 now. Making this little right to green move on Roku. So right now I'm just staying on the cautious side. As I mentioned, is a Friday before a holiday weekend, and I have gotten caught up on some pretty, some nasty drops on days like this. So I am being on the cautious side today, especially on the long side. So just sitting out of AKTX right now, just watching at the moment. Did bounce off that 220 line. Didn't get down that 210 mark, but 220 held our EMA lines here. These white lines, are great guides I like to use, and it did bounce nicely off those lines. Right now, it's trying to hold pre-market highs. Now acting as new support at 230. Below that, we'll have 210. 220 and 210. Victor, you're liking SFUN. I'm not sure what the news is on this one, but I do like this for maybe a swing on SFUN. That was a swing setup I used to play. So yeah, we can see SFUN, how it looks, towards the end of the day for maybe a possible swing. Oh, it is reporting earnings today? They report earnings or they had earnings? You can see here, look, how long it's been. It's been below this 50-day moving average for a very long time here on SFUN. And now it's first day breaking above this 50-day moving average on SFUN. It has room to run up to that 610 mark, the 200-day. So we could definitely see a possible reversal on SFUN. This is a setup I used to play. I haven't played it in a little bit, but stocks that are just getting beat down and then start to finally perk over the 50-day after trading below it for a long time usually get some nice volume towards it. So it's just something to keep in mind, and the float's not bad there at 11 million, 56% held by insiders. If it has good earnings or reports good earnings, definitely be a possible swing. So let's keep it on the back burner. Like I said, I do have another account that I'm trying to play around with some swing trades. So let's see AKTX. So right now, just watching AKTX. Anyone long or short AKTX, let me know. It's fighting that 225 line. You guys can see 225s. It's fighting that line. There's Roku. Nice. Roku, nice dip opportunity off 150. I was thinking about it, but I didn't pull the trigger. Nice dip opportunity, 150, bounce. Back near 152 now. So nice solid, washout long there on Roku. Jonathan, I'm sitting out of AKTX right now. I'm not too in love with this long on AKTX. At least right now. You know, I'm just sitting out, watching it right now, waiting for more of a washout. Maybe it's like 220, 210, then a possible, curl up and reclaim. Just not too in love right now with the just with this overall day. Holiday weekend. Volume's a little bit lighter on a day like this, and I've got burned in the past longing on these days. So, sitting on the sidelines right now on AKTX. If anything, I like this better for a parabolic short on AKTX. So we'll see how it looks at the support lines. Below this 220, we have 210. So we can see how it looks around 210. It starts to base around 210, then slowly curl, make higher lows. Then we could look for a possible long, depending on how the volume looks. But even that, I'm still being very cautious today, guys. Victor, I didn't see the news you posted. How were the earnings? Were they good earnings on SFUN? Okay, they looked at not great, but definitely not bad on SFUN. Just a quick glance at the earnings. It's more of a chart setup swing on SFUN, combined with the decent float there at 11 million. Oh, did I do brief? I just took a quick little glance there. I should probably read into a little bit more. Maybe I'll do that off stream on SFUN. May look for a possible swing depending on how that closes. ANF, I could check it out for you. Yeah, so coming up to that, yesterday's high was at like 1550. So, this is a big mark right here on ANF. If you're looking at it. Yesterday's high was at, let me mark this line up. Yesterday's high was at 1548. So this is a big mark right here. If you want to take a short, the risk reward is pretty good. Risking 1550, I would say, on ANF. But if it breaks over that line, it'll probably push and possibly try to fill that gap. So Matt, I hope you saw that, and you know what I mean by that on ANF. Show you real quickly again here. You can see this was yesterday's high at 1548. See that mark yesterday? So this is a big line right here. So you could short risking that line, risking above that 550 mark. Excuse me, 1550 mark. But if it breaks that, there's a good chance you could possibly fill this gap it has. Maybe not fill the entire gap, but it does have some room that can move up, and it also depends on how the short float is too on ANF. All right, so AKTX right around that 210 mark that we discussed on AKTX. So if AKTX is going to do something, I'd like to see it happen in like the next 15 minutes. Higher lows up to this 225 mark, reclaim push on AKTX. Really, CW. I thought this month was pretty easy, pretty nice with the longs, but overall, I would say longing is a little bit harder for small caps, but there's definitely times when the market's extremely hot, and there's some great long opportunity out there. CW. Yeah, it's all good, man. In time, you improve and get better. Seeing a bidder there on SFUN. There's definitely a bidder there on SFUN. No, Adrian, I don't really. I mean, I guess everyone has their own definition of a long. To me, I would probably say whatever turns out to be a nice squeezer would be end up being a good long. But I don't really scalp that much. I'm more of a bigger picture trader. I look for like the bigger picture move. But occasionally I will scalp. So I did, guys, on my other swing trading account, I did take SFUN long at 240. So I am long there, SFUN 240, looking for a swing trade. Now I'm seeing a bidder there at SFUN. I'm looking for this thing to to push on up on SFUN for a swing. So I am long there, SFUN 240 on my other swing trading account. I'm seeing a bidder there on the level 2. Do you like the daily chart? It's not a day trade. I'm looking for a swing. I like the daily chart. When I'm swinging, when you're swinging, it's different. You're not looking for a day trade. I'm not too much as focused on the volume, the price action. Yes, I do consider that, but when I'm looking for a swing trade, to me what matters a lot is the daily chart. You can see the daily chart here on SFUN. First day above this 50-day moving average. We've been below this mark for a very long time here. You can see we have nice room to move up to here, this 200-day moving average. And I'm seeing a bidder on the level 2 as well on SFUN. So this thing could definitely start to push on SFUN. And the float's not bad there. 11 million in float, 56% institutional ownership. So we'll see. It's not a day trade, And I will tell you guys, I am not as good as a swing trader. It's something I'm working on. That's why I have a little bit of a smaller account on the swing trading side. My specialty is day trading, momentum trading. So it's something I'm working on my swing trading. Just trying to build a another account on the side. You guys don't have to follow me on it. I don't want you guys following me on it. Trade your own setups. Be your own trader, but I'm just gonna let this one play on out. We'll see how it closes. And AKTX, there's the crack on AKTX. AKTX is starting to crack there. There's Roku. Man, Roku is a nice play off that 150 line. So AKTX starting to crack. You can see it's just pretty much dead with penny stocks today. And you can see why AKTX, Friday, holiday weekend, longs are tougher. Just wasn't too interested in it, to be honest, and you can see it's dumping right now. So no trades right now on my main account from day trading. Just right now, sitting in a little swing trade on my other account. So I'm thinking, what do you guys think? What time would you guys want to do this giveaway? You know, don't want to stay on too long today. You know, I do want to, enjoy the holiday weekend and head on out. So maybe I'll give it maybe five more minutes, 10 more minutes. Do the giveaway, and then I guess we'll call it a day. There's GLBS also, guys. Just a heads up. Each year I do pick up shippers, and I may look to pick up a shipper in the next week or two. So definitely stay tuned for that. You know, the past 2 years I have killed it on my swing trading for shippers. So we'll be looking to possibly enter a shipper in the near future. It'll be a much longer hold, maybe like a month or two, for the trade to pan on out. Yeah, SFUN. This is just a strategy I used to use, just testing it out. I haven't tested the strategy out in a while. That's why I'm small on it. I'm not huge. I'm not 5,000 shares deep into this thing on SFUN. It's a small strategy I'm trying out, on SFUN. For those of you guys are asking on that one. Nick, the winner. Gotta leave in 5 minutes. Alright. Maybe we'll do it in like 2-3 minutes then. If that sounds good for you guys. So we get Nick involved. Dreambox, maybe. Maybe I could give away a private lesson. Not a bad idea. Yeah, it's looking like that. Looking like a no trade day today. Look at the level 2 on SFUN. Look at this. Stack there. Definitely a bidder here. So we'll see how the trade pans out. Let's see. Alright, it's 10 o'clock. Alright. So I'm thinking maybe another minute or two. Does that sound good? Or do you guys want me to commentate here for a little longer? You know, I don't want to stay much too longer. You know, it's dead right now. I'm not taking any trades today. So if no one really responds, I'll probably do it sooner. Unless you guys want to wait a little longer. So I do feel bad. Nick has to go. Nick the winner has to go. He's the reigning champ too, so it wouldn't be fair to him to give up the belt without even being here. All right, so I see you guys saying it's slow. Let's do it. All right, so how about we'll do it at 10:03, so like a minute and 20 seconds, just to give everyone like a minute to settle in and prepare for the questions. That sound good? All right, sweet. So at 1:03 we'll start the giveaway. And today's question will be a stock-related question. I did have 2 questions prepared, but Alex did take the other one. Alright, so 30 more seconds and we'll start the giveaway. Some people may know the answer to this question off the top of their head. Some of you may not. Yeah, I try to mix it up every now and then, make it so, some traders may know it, some traders may not know it, or maybe it's something you have to Google. But alright, 5 seconds and we'll get started with this giveaway. Alright, so here we go. Here's the question. So, back in December of 2018, we saw a supernova play run. The company ran off a share revenue agreement with Google. What ticker symbol was this? So I'll repeat it again in case anyone missed it. Back in December of 2018, we saw a supernova play run. The company ran off a revenue share agreement with Google. What ticker symbol was this? No way, Nick the winner won again? Wow! MRIN, yep. Beast. He's killing it. That's 3 in a row. I might have to call BS on this. It's rigged. He's cheating the system. Hey, it's fair game though. He won. He won. MRIN is correct. You guys remember this? Back last year, went on a crazy rip-off an agreement with Google. Alright, Nick, so same as last time, just DM me right after the stream, and I'm gonna send you a t-shirt because you've been stealing all my money. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm gonna be giving away a t-shirt for this one, so we'll just chat in Discord, and I'll just tell you what I need for you so I can send you over that t-shirt. That's fact. He's about to have the whole merchandise: the hoodie, the sweatshirt, the long sleeve, the t-shirt, everything. Velocity pants, yeah. We don't have velocity pants. Maybe we'll look into doing that. Velocity shoes, that's great. BYND, moving back on up. See Victor talking about it. BYD 170. All right, but it's 10:05. It's slow as hell, and I'm not taking any more day trade. Just sitting in a little swing trade. So I may wrap it up in the next minute or two. So if you guys have any last questions, I'd be happy to answer them. But if not, I hope everyone enjoys their holiday weekend. If you guys are spending time with family, friends, enjoy, and I'll be back at it again on Tuesday. You got it, Jonathan. Victor. Yeah, if you guys, I'd definitely like to have, more people, If you guys want, just, feel free to, give me a shout out on Twitter or something, I'd appreciate that if you guys don't mind doing that. Just giving me a shout out. Yeah, hey, Velocity Trading Discord. Just give me a, Twitter, Instagram or whatever, a shout out somewhere. Spread the word. There's FSUN coming up to 250. So here we go on SFUN. Dreambox, DM me, man. If you ever have questions, I'm always around. Always, happy to help any of you guys. Let's see if 250's gonna break here. Got some nice orders going through. Let's see. Boom, there we go. 250's on SFUN. Victor, we're looking pretty good on this swing right now. I'm not sure if you're planning to swing it, but we're looking pretty good right now. It's a nice setup there in SFUN. I stated my reasonings why I am swinging this stock on SFUN. I mentioned it. You guys want me to go over it again? I will. I'd probably say first target would be, close to the $3 mark. Probably look to lock in half of my shares, and then the rest, I will, hold the rest for a bigger picture move on SFUN. Just trying to compound my my swing account. Yeah, Victor, I do want to see this close above the 50-day. So I want to see it close above this mark. Yeah, I agree. If this closes below, for me, I'm gonna say 240. If we close below 240, I probably will just break even on the trade. But if we get a strong close, it's definitely looks good for a possible move on up. But alright, it's almost 10:10 right now. I'm not seeing any more questions, so I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream. So thank you everyone for tuning in every day. I really appreciate everyone's support. I hope everyone has a great holiday weekend. Whatever you guys are doing, just enjoy it. Relax a little bit. If you guys want, DM me. I'll be around in Discord. And once again, hope everyone enjoyed the stream. We'll be back at it again on Tuesday. And also, Nick the winner, DM me and I'll get you hooked up with that T-shirt. Try to do it soon if you can. If not, I will be heading out, so maybe we'll do it another time. But I'll definitely get you that T-shirt, man. All right, that's gonna be it. Peace, guys.